Let me tell you something very important about starting an online business in 2026. Most people are not failing because the opportunity is gone. They are failing because they overthink everything and never actually start. The internet has never been more powerful than it is right now. Every single person holding a smartphone has the ability to build a brand, reach millions of people, and create a real business. But you have to understand the process. Step 1 is choosing a niche. You cannot talk to everyone. The internet rewards specificity. If you try to sell to everyone, you sell to no one. Maybe you love fitness. Maybe you understand technology. Maybe you know how to teach languages. Or maybe you are passionate about cooking. Your niche should be something you understand and something people actually care about. When passion and market demand meet, that is where opportunity lies. Step 2 is understanding your audience. Too many beginners create products nobody asked for. That is a mistake. Spend time researching what people are searching for online. Look at comments on social media, watch what questions people ask, and observe what problems they complain about. Your business should solve a problem. The bigger the problem, the bigger the opportunity. Step 3 is building a personal brand. In 2026, people don't just buy products, they buy trust. Trust is built through consistency and transparency. Show your journey. Share your knowledge. Teach what you are learning. The internet rewards people who provide value without always asking for something in return. Step 4 is content creation. Content is attention, and attention is the most valuable currency in the digital world. Short videos, educational posts, tutorials. And behind-the-scenes content can introduce you to thousands or even millions of people. The key is not perfection. The key is consistency. Post, learn, improve, and repeat. Step 5 is starting small and testing fast. You do not need a huge investment to start an online business anymore. You can sell digital products, offer freelance services, start affiliate marketing, or build an e-commerce store. Launch quickly, see what works, and adjust based on feedback. The market will tell you what it wants if you listen carefully. Step 6 is patience. The biggest misunderstanding about online success is the idea of overnight results. Real businesses take time. You might post content for months before people start noticing. You might try multiple ideas before one works. That is normal. The people who succeed online are simply the ones who refuse to quit. The opportunity in 2026 is massive. The tools are free, the audience is global, and the barrier to entry has never been lower. But success belongs to the people who take action, learn from mistakes, and keep showing up every single day. Starting an online business in 2026 begins with one simple but powerful decision: choosing the right niche. Many beginners make the mistake of trying to target everyone because they believe a bigger audience means more opportunities. In reality, the internet rewards focus and clarity. When your message tries to reach everyone, it usually connects with no one. The most successful online businesses start by identifying a specific group of people with a specific problem that needs a solution. A niche allows you to become known for something instead of being lost in the noise of the internet. Think about your interests, your knowledge, and the areas where you naturally understand things better than others. Maybe you are passionate about fitness, technology, cooking, personal finance, gaming, or language learning. Passion alone is not enough, but it becomes very powerful when it aligns with real demand. The goal is to find a space where people are already searching for answers, advice, products, or services. The internet is full of communities discussing their problems every day through social media forums and comment sections. Those conversations reveal what people truly need. When you choose a niche, you also position yourself as someone who understands a particular audience. Instead of speaking broadly about many topics, you begin focusing your content, products, and services on solving a specific set of problems. This creates trust because people feel that you understand their situation. The clearer your niche becomes, the easier it is for others to recognize what you offer and why they should pay attention to you. Another advantage of choosing a niche is reduced competition pressure. The internet may seem crowded, but most creators compete in very broad categories. When you narrow your focus, you can stand out much faster because your message becomes more relevant to a smaller but highly interested audience. Instead of fighting for attention in a huge market, You begin building authority within a focused community that values your insights, recommendations, and solutions. Understanding your audience is one of the most important steps when starting an online business in 2026. Many beginners rush into creating products or services based only on their own ideas, but successful businesses are built by listening first and creating second. The internet gives you access to millions of conversations happening every day. People are constantly sharing their struggles, questions, frustrations, and goals across social media platforms, comment sections, online communities, and search engines. These conversations are powerful clues that reveal exactly what people need. The key is learning how to observe and analyze what your potential audience is already talking about. Look at the questions people ask repeatedly. Notice the problems that appear again and again in discussions. When someone searches online, they are usually looking for a solution. Every search query represents a need, and every need represents a potential opportunity for a business. Instead of guessing what people might want, smart entrepreneurs study behavior, patterns, and trends. Another powerful way to understand your audience is by paying attention to the language they use. The words people choose when describing their problems can help you communicate more effectively with them. If your content, products, or services use the same language your audience already uses, your message becomes easier for them to understand and trust. When people feel understood, they naturally become more interested in what you offer. Empathy also plays a huge role in this process. Building an online business is not only about selling products, it is about solving real problems for real people. When you truly understand the challenges your audience faces, you can design solutions that feel valuable and relevant. This approach builds stronger relationships with your audience because they see you as someone who genuinely cares about helping them improve their situation. Understanding your audience also helps you create better content. Instead of posting random information, every piece of content can be designed to answer a question, teach a skill, or remove a frustration your audience experiences. Over time, this consistent value builds trust, credibility, and attention, which are some of the most powerful assets an online business can develop in the digital world where attention is constantly shifting and people are always searching for guidance, ideas, and practical solutions to the problems they face every day while navigating the opportunities and challenges of the online economy that continues to grow and evolve at an incredible speed across every industry and market around the world. Building a personal brand has become one of the most powerful advantages anyone can have when starting an online business in 2026. People no longer connect with businesses the way they used to. They connect with individuals, personalities, and real stories. When someone sees the face, voice, and perspective behind a business, trust grows faster and the relationship becomes stronger. A personal brand allows you to stand out in a world where thousands of businesses may sell similar products or services. The idea of a personal brand is not about pretending to be perfect or acting like an expert. In everything, it is about showing your real journey. When people see someone learning, improving, sharing experiences, and providing useful knowledge, they naturally become interested in following that journey. Transparency and authenticity are incredibly valuable online because audiences today are very good at recognizing what is genuine and what is not. A strong personal brand also allows you to build attention around your ideas. Attention is one of the most valuable resources on the internet. Every day, millions of posts, videos, and messages compete for people's focus. When you consistently share valuable thoughts, useful lessons, and practical insights, your audience begins to see you as a trusted voice in your space. Over time, this attention becomes a foundation that can support products, services, collaborations, and many different business opportunities. Another powerful aspect of personal branding is storytelling. Stories help people understand who you are and why your work matters. When you talk about challenges you faced, mistakes you made, and lessons you learned, people relate to those experiences. Instead of seeing you as just another business online, they begin to see you as someone who understands their situation and someone they can learn from. Consistency plays a major role in building this type of connection. A personal brand grows when people see you regularly sharing ideas, insights, and value. Every post, video, or piece of content becomes another opportunity to strengthen the relationship with your audience. Over time, that repeated presence builds familiarity, credibility, and trust, which are some of the most powerful forces behind any successful online business. Content creation is one of the most powerful tools for building an online business in 2026. The internet runs on attention, and content is the vehicle that captures that attention. Every video, post, article, or short clip is an opportunity to introduce yourself, share knowledge, and attract people who are interested in what you offer. Many beginners believe they must create perfect content before they start, but perfection is not what drives success online. What matters most is consistency, honesty, and the ability to provide value to the audience. The modern internet audience consumes information quickly. Short-form videos, educational posts, and simple explanations often perform better than long, complicated presentations. People want ideas they can understand immediately and apply in their lives. When you create content that solves a small problem, answers a question, or teaches a useful skill, your audience begins to see you as someone worth paying attention to. That attention becomes the first step toward building trust. Consistency plays a huge role in content creation. Posting once and then disappearing for weeks rarely builds momentum. The internet rewards creators who show up regularly. Each piece of content acts like a door that allows new people to discover your work. The more doors you create, the more chances you have to reach someone who needs what you offer. Over time, this steady stream of content builds visibility and familiarity. Another important idea in content creation is documentation instead of constant invention. You do not always need brand new ideas to create valuable content. Sharing your learning process, explaining lessons from your daily work, or showing behind the scenes moments can be just as powerful as highly produced content. People enjoy seeing the real process behind growth, improvement, and experimentation. Content also allows you to test what your audience responds to the most. Some topics will attract more attention, comments, and engagement than others. These reactions give you valuable information about what your audience cares about. When you pay attention to those signals, you can adjust your content strategy and focus more on the ideas that create the strongest connection with your viewers, while continuing to share useful insights that help them learn, grow, and move forward in their own journeys. Starting small and testing fast is one of the smartest approaches when building an online business in 2026. Many beginners delay their progress because they believe they need everything to be perfect before launching. They spend months planning logos, websites, and complicated systems while never actually putting their idea in front of real people. The truth is that the online world moves quickly, and the best way to learn what works is by taking action and allowing the market to respond. A simple launch allows you to gather real feedback. Instead of guessing whether people will like your product or service, you begin observing how they actually react. Sometimes an idea that looks perfect on paper may not attract interest once it is released. Other times, a small experiment can unexpectedly gain attention and open new opportunities. Testing fast allows you to discover these signals early without wasting too much time or resources. There are many simple ways to start small. Some people begin by offering freelance services based on their skills. Others create digital products such as guides, templates, or online lessons. Some choose affiliate marketing, recommending useful products and earning a commission. E-commerce stores, print-on-demand products, and consulting services are also popular options for beginners. None of these require a massive investment to begin, and each provides a way to learn directly from real customers. The key idea behind testing fast is flexibility. Instead of becoming emotionally attached to one idea, you treat your business like an ongoing experiment. If something works, you improve it and expand it. If something does not work, you adjust your strategy and try another approach. This mindset reduces fear because every attempt becomes a learning experience rather than a failure. Feedback from customers plays a powerful role in this process. When people ask questions, leave comments, or share their experiences, they provide valuable information about what they truly want. Listening carefully to this feedback allows you to refine your products, improve your messaging, and create solutions that better match the needs of your audience while continuously experimenting, adjusting, and exploring new opportunities that emerge as your understanding of the market becomes deeper and more practical. Patience is one of the most underrated qualities when building an online business in 2026. Many people enter the digital world expecting quick success because they constantly see stories about overnight growth and viral content. These stories can create the impression that success happens instantly, but the reality behind most successful online businesses is years of consistent effort, learning, and improvement. The internet provides massive opportunity, but it also requires resilience and long-term commitment. When someone begins posting content, launching products, or offering services online, the early stages can feel quiet and slow. Videos may receive very few views, posts may get little engagement, and sales may take time to appear. This phase discourages many beginners because they interpret the slow start as failure. In reality, it is simply the natural beginning of the growth process. Every creator, entrepreneur, and brand goes through this stage while building awareness and trust with an audience. Consistency becomes the bridge between effort and results. Showing up regularly, sharing useful ideas, and continuing to improve skills gradually builds momentum. Each piece of content, each conversation with a customer, and each small improvement adds another layer to the foundation of the business. Over time, these small actions accumulate and begin to create noticeable progress. Another important part of patience is learning from mistakes. No one launches an online business perfectly. There will be experiments that do not work, strategies that fail to produce results, and ideas that need to be changed. Instead of seeing these moments as setbacks, successful entrepreneurs treat them as valuable lessons. Every mistake reveals information about what the market responds to and what needs improvement. The digital world also rewards those who stay adaptable. Platforms evolve, trends change, and audience behavior shifts over time. Patience allows you to observe these changes and adjust your strategy without losing focus on your long-term goals. By continuing to learn, improve, and remain consistent even when progress feels slow, you gradually develop stronger skills, deeper understanding of your audience, and a more resilient mindset that allows your online business to grow steadily, while many others give up too early. Building an online business in 2026 is not about secret formulas, expensive tools, or perfect timing. It is about understanding people, creating value, and showing up consistently in a digital world that rewards those who are willing to learn and adapt. The journey begins with choosing a clear niche and understanding the real problems people face. When you focus on a specific audience and listen carefully to their needs, you create the foundation for a business that actually matters to others. From there, building a personal brand and creating valuable content allows you to earn attention and trust. In today's internet economy, attention is the gateway to opportunity. The more value you provide through your knowledge, experiences, and insights, the more people begin to recognize you as a reliable voice in your space. That recognition slowly turns into trust, and trust eventually turns into customers, partnerships, and long-term growth. Starting small and testing ideas quickly keeps the process practical and flexible. Instead of waiting for perfection, successful entrepreneurs launch simple ideas, observe how the market responds, and improve based on real feedback. Every experiment becomes a lesson, and every lesson helps refine the direction of the business. This approach removes the fear of failure because progress is built through continuous learning. Patience and consistency hold everything together. The internet gives everyone access to opportunity, but it rewards the people who stay committed long enough to build momentum. Growth often begins quietly, with small steps that slowly compound over time. Those who continue creating, improving, and adapting eventually stand out in a crowded digital landscape. The opportunity to build something meaningful online has never been greater. Anyone with knowledge, passion, and determination can reach a global audience and create real impact. The key is taking action, learning from the process, and continuing to move forward while others hesitate. In a world full of endless information and competition for attention, the individuals who stay curious, authentic, and consistent are the ones who transform simple ideas into powerful online businesses.